Hello YouTubers! I will produce my ladder predictor and Premiership winner by going through each of the 24 rounds of the 2025 AFL home and away season. And also, I will go through each finals and select the 2025 Premiership winner. Let's start our recording of my ladder predictor for season 2025. We got opening round, there's 4 games. Let's see who I tip from game 1. Last year's Premiers at home. I'll tip the Lions. Sydney after losing last year's granny against Hawks. Interesting game. We'll give Swans. Gold Coast Suns with the new recruits of Noble and Rioli, and the Bombers are losing Stringer. We'll tip the Suns. And speaking of Stringer, new team at GWS Giants, and Collingwood losing Degoe to injury, he may miss the first few rounds. I'll tip the Giants. Before I continue, if you would like the latest access to my AFL football content, it would be awesome if you can subscribe to my channel and help it grow. That's an opening round. Now, round 1, where every single team plays all 18 clubs. Unfortunately, this year, I'm not going to tip Richmond for many games. I've tipped Cowden. I expect Hawthorn to beat the Bombers. Interesting game. It's in Geelong. I've tipped the Cats to beat Freo. Oh, Sydney against Brisbane. We'll tip Swans. Dan Houston returns against his former club Port Adelaide at the G Saturday night. I'll tip Collingwood. The Doggies against North Melbourne. Cam Daniel against his old club. Should be his first game for North Melbourne. Also, Luke Parker and Jack Darling will also represent North Melbourne. But I can't go against the Bulldogs for this game. The Sunday games, Saints got no injuries. Philippou and Howard are expected to miss at least between 1/3 to half of this season. And the Crows, they've got too much firing power of Phil Thorpe, Fogarty and Walker. What key defender can stop them? I'll tip Hosey Pickett's going to be out first 3 rounds. It's a hard one. But Giants got 4 players due to suspension. McMullen and a few others. For their Mad Monday. Or tip Melbourne is in MCG. New coach McCoulter against Damon Hardwick. They're both at Richmond. So we got Liam Baker, Always, and Jack Graham. If fit, they should be in the Eagles team. I'll tip the Eagles. Alright, that's end of opening round. Apologise. Round 1. So after round 1, some teams play 2 games, some have only won 1. That's my current ladder. Swans top spot. Oh, I'll crack a Thursday night. Carlton against Hawthorn. A hard one. I'll tip Hawks. Doggies against Maggies. MCG. We'll give a home advantage to Collingwood on a Friday night. Essendon against Adelaide. Adelaide's only won 1 away game to Essendon in the last 10 years, and that was last year at Marvel Stadium when was it Ricchetti kicked a goal with a couple of minutes left. We'll give the win to Bombers. Sorry, Richmond spoilers. I'm going to tip against Richmond. Full rebuild. They lost 8 players. Rioli, Bolton, Graham. That's over 1,000 games of experience. And they've replaced the 8 experienced players with new draftees. It's going to be a tough season for Richmond. They won 2 games in season 2024. Next game. St Kilda versus Geelong. Ross Lyons teams will always compete, but I will tip Geelong. Sunday, I expect Lions to beat West Coast. Marvel Stadium. I just can't tip North Melbourne at this stage. I'll tip Melbourne. Oliver's doing pretty good in pre-season. Freo against Sydney. Dean Cox returns back to home state West Australia as the new coach of Sydney Swans. Bolton from Richmond will be playing his first home game for Freo. If fit, we'll tip Freo. to the Demons. We've got 2 wins, and the Lions with 2 wins as well. Round 3, I've tipped Power to win against Essendon. Carlton to beat the Doggies on a Friday night. Melbourne to beat the Gold Coast Suns. Saints should get their first win of the season. I'm going to tip Hawks to beat GWS at Tasmania. On Sunday, there's 2 games. Expect the Crows to beat the Kangaroos. Western Derby, Freo. Now we're in round 4. Collingwood and Carlton, that was at MCG on a Thursday night. See how Dan Houston goes and Harry Perryman. We'll tip Collingwood. Geelong against Melbourne at GMHBA Stadium. I'll tip the Cats. Ooh, the Suns against the Crows. The Suns, I think they lost 1 game last year at home. And I know the Crows lost to Gold Coast in the first game last year by about 10 points. We'll tip Gold Coast. Richmond, no, tipping Brisbane. I just can't tip North Melbourne. Sydney. They'll be very competitive, especially Luke Parker playing against his old side for the North Melbourne Kangaroos. Sunday games. It's Giants to beat the Eagles. The Power to beat the Saints. Saints got injuries of Philippou and ex-Power player Dougal Howard. Oh, this is a good game. Freo and Doggies. I'll tip Freo because they're at home. And Essendon Hawthorn got the bye. So that concludes round 4. Now we're in round 5. Thursday night, that's Gather Round. Adelaide against Geelong. Geelong's won the last few games against Adelaide at Adelaide Oval. We'll tip the home side. Gather Round momentum maybe. I'll tip Adelaide. Friday night, Collingwood and Sydney. I'll be attending this game as a neutral supporter. I can't wait, looking forward to it. Amadi had good history at Adelaide Oval where he kicked 8 or 9 against the Crows last year. It's going to be an interesting game. If the new recruits of Howard and Houston and Perryman contribute, yeah, I'll tip Collingwood. Ooh, that's a good game. Gold Coast. Oh, it's not a away game because it's at the Barossa. All the games are in South Australia this week. I'll give North Melbourne their first win. I expect Carlton to beat West Coast, Adelaide Oval. Western Bulldogs against Brisbane Lions. Lions will get some players back from injury. Players like Tom Dode, Liga McCarthy. Can they kick enough goals with the due to the retirement of Danaher? Can they score goals? But I'll tip the Lions at this stage. Melbourne, Essendon. Essendon beat Melbourne. Was it last year or the year before in Gather Round? That was an upset, but I reckon Melbourne will be back to good form this season. And that's right, Cozzy Pickett is back from suspension from round 4, so Cozzy should be playing this game. Yeah, we'll tip Melbourne. Richmond, no, Freo will win. St Kilda against the Giants. St Kilda lost to a close. Take it back. St Kilda beat Richmond at Norwood last year Gather Round by what? I think a couple goals. I'll tip Giants. And the last game, Sunday twilight. Hopefully we have another classic where the Power beat Hawks by less than a goal in last year's elimination final. It's in Adelaide. Hawthorn looking good. Port got some injuries. Will Thatcher and Ragalia be back from injury by then? So far, they'll have Alialia playing centre back and potentially Finlayson, who's a forward, might be playing defence. But they got a good midfield. So is Hawthorn. Say it's a revenge game, we'll tip Hawks due to Hawthorn being eliminated from Port Adelaide last year. Alright, Gather Round's finished. Round 6. Lions and Collingwood. We'll tip the Lions. North against Carlton. Say Carlton. Eagles and Essendon. Essendon went through the draft last year with Kako. Hopefully Kako. I want to see Kako play. He looks like a good young high-end talent. Kick goals. But I'm going to tip the home side West Coast. they've had more experience this year of those 3 players I mentioned earlier, McCoulter, Always and Jack Graham. And also they got Boy Allen from the draft, local West Australian product, already played senior waffle. Let's tip Eagles. Melbourne against Freo, I'll tip Melbourne. Adelaide against Giants. Giants have had a good record over Adelaide, but Adelaide beat the Giants at home last year. I'll tip the Crows again. Richmond versus Gold Coast. Suns had a away record, poor away record. I reckon they won 1 game last year away. That's when Mac Andrews took that contested mark with less than a minute left and then kicked the goal just before the siren to beat the Bombers at Marvel last year. History will repeat itself. Gold Coast to win away. Swans against Power. Expect Swans to beat the Power. Doggies. Bedbridge is a good coach, so is Ross Lyon. Or Easter Monday Classic. Just gonna take a punt. Hawthorn. But I wouldn't be surprised if Geelong wins that game. Alright, let's go next round. Now, round 7. Well, before we start round 7, let's look at the ladder. The Lions' top spot. Can it go back to back? 20 points. That's 5 wins. Hawthorn, 5 wins. Melbourne, 5 wins. Adelaide, 4 wins. Carlton, Collingwood and Freo. There's always one team that don't make the finals that will make the top 4. Who will be the surprise of this year? Could be Collingwood, Freo or the Crows. We'll find out in September of this year in 2025. I tip Melbourne to beat the Tigers on a Thursday night. How many kids will be representing Richmond? Will Laylaw return back from injury? Will players like Josh Smiley, who was taken top 10, I reckon it was pick 8. Would he be playing this game? Oh, Anzac Day. There's 2 games. The traditional Anzac between Collingwood and Essendon. Because Essendon lost Stringer and they didn't replace him, and that Caddy, second year player, expectations are on him to kick 20 and 40 goals this year. Second year player has a lot of pressure expected. I'll tip Collingwood. Freo against Adelaide. From memory last year, when the 2 sides played up the same last year, I think there was only Freo had 50 odd points, the Crows only scored 40 odd points from memory. I reckon there was only a total score of 100 to 120. Will it be another low scoring game between the 2 sides? But I'll tip Freo to beat the Crows on Anzac Day. St Kilda vs Brisbane. Ross Lyon, smart coach. I'm going to cause an upset, saying there'll be an upset. Expect the Power to beat the Roos. Ooh, Giants and Bulldogs. These 2 teams have history. I remember the preliminary final in 2016. Say the Giants, they should, and they'll get all their players back from suspension from Mad Monday of 2024. Sunday, Gold Coast. Can't go against the Swans. Or Blues and Geelong. Geelong, good team. Expect Hawthorn to beat West Coast. Next round. Round 8. Thursday night. Expect Roos or Kangaroos a win. Friday. St Kilda Freo Marvel. Fremantle. There were some games that they were expected to win last year and just lost it. I would say St Kilda wins this game. The Doggies against Power at Ballarat. The Western Bulldogs don't really lose much at Ballarat at Mara Stadium. Doggies. Crows and Carlton. The Crows won the last 3 or 4 games. And I reckon from memory, the last 2 games, including one of the Gather-round games on Thursday night, Ben Keys plays as a defensive forward on Sard, like a tagging role. And I reckon the last 2 games, Keys kicked 4 goals each. And he's kicked 8 goals in the last 2 games against Carlton. I'll tip Adelaide. I'll be interesting to see how many goals Ben Keys kicks in this game. Next game? 2 good sides. I'm expecting Collingwood to do well this year. Players that were injured last year to not be injured this year, and adding Dan Houston and Harriman as an extra dimension in the midfield. Collingwood up the same. This is a game where last year Harley Reid in the centre bounce, I reckon he fended off from the centre, fended off Petrarca, then ran past another Melbourne player and kicked the goal from 50 metres. I think he took a couple of bounces and scored. I see Melbourne doing better this year, and I'll go for Melbourne Demons. Sunday, Swans over Giants, Hawks beat Richmond, Brisbane to beat Gold Coast Suns. Alright, round 9. We're just over 1/3 this season. I've got Hawks, Melbourne with 7 wins, Brisbane, Collingwood, Sydney, 6 wins, Crows, Fremantle, 6 and 7, and Carlton 8 spot. Or say for this game was a draw last year. We'll give the win to Freo. Oh, St Kilda, they do surprise. Wins with games when you don't expect to win. I'll tip Carlton, but I wouldn't be surprised if St Kilda wins. Oh, Melbourne against Hawks. Say Hawks. Bombers against Swans. Swans, can they recover from the grand final loss? I'll give this to Essendon. Suns against Bulldogs. A couple of years ago, the Suns played Bulldogs in the Northern Territory, TIOSM, and the Suns won pretty easily. And they do pretty well, Gold Coast, in Northern Territory. They're used to the climate heat, whereas a club like the Western Bulldogs from Victoria, winter should be rain. It's going to be a huge difference in humidity, so I'll tip the Suns. Showdown. I'm going to say one team will win one showdown each. So this one, I'll just give the first one to Port. It's their home game, or is that what there'll be more Port supporters? Oh, can Richmond win their first game? Can the Tigers play? I'm going to take a gamble. Sorry, West Coast. Richmond. Geelong, I expect Geelong. The Giants have won the last 3 games from memory. 4 of the last 5, or last 3 at GMHBA. You got Jeremy Cameron. You have Tom Hawkins as he retired with Shannon Neal. He'll take a part. Oh, they can't win 4 in a row. No one's ever done that. Now I'll go back. Geelong. North Melbourne Ninja Stadium. Oh, that's at Reef Oval in Tasmania. North Melbourne do pretty well against the Lions. Say the Lions win. Now we go to round 10. Gold Coast against Hawks in Darwin. I'm going to give Gold Coast back-to-back, because Gold Coast will stay there for, say, 2 weeks, used to the humidity, and Hawthorn, a Victorian club where it's pretty cold and maybe raining in Victoria, dropping like 10-15 degrees, and humidity is going to go from like 30% to like 80%. The Suns customised for, and the previous week they played the Doggies. I'll tip the Suns. Oh, Sydney against the Blues. A close game last time. I'll tip Sydney on the Friday night. Saturday, May the 17th. Crows have a bad record against Collingwood at MCG. I'll tip Collingwood. Power against Geelong, Adelaide Oval. Geelong beat Power, 60 or 70 points in the first week of finals last year at Adelaide Oval. I'll say Port with revenge. Giants, Freo, that's a big distance to travel. Say Giants. Bulldogs and Essendon, I expect the Bulldogs. Richmond against North. I think North. The Lions against the D's. Oh, that's it together. Brisbane. Well, this will be a close game. I don't know what to expect from West Coast and St Kilda. And Duga Howard and Filippo will still be injured. They're both expected to miss 8 to 14 games, 8 to 12 games. Tip West Coast. Round 11. So we look at the end of round 10. Oh, the Lions, 8 wins. Hawthorn, 8 wins. Collingwood, 7 wins. Melbourne, 7 wins. Swans, 7 wins. There's like 1, 2, 3 teams on 7 wins. And we've got the Freo and the 2 SA sides in the top 8. Alright, let's pick our side for round 11. Geelong at GMHBA against the Doggies. Essendon beat Richmond. Assuming that's the Dreamtime game. Carlton should beat the Giants at home. I reckon Hawks to beat the Lions at the G. Oh, last year didn't North Melbourne lead by 7 goals, and then Collingwood steam in the last quarter to win by less than, or was it 10 points? Wasn't there controversy about holding the ball not given to the Kangaroos? From memory, last year's game, the ball tip Collingwood. Freo should have counted Power. Adelaide should count West Coast at home at LA level. I say the D's to beat the Swans. Saints and Suns, I'll tip the Saints. The two King brothers will be playing against each other in this last round of Saints and Gold Coast. Alright, round 12. Lions and Essendon. Should be the Lions. Oh, that's be a good game. Hawthorn. Saturday, 31st of May. Say Gold Coast Suns. Giants will beat Richmond. City's got good record at Adelaide. Against Adelaide, I should say. In the last few years. Sunday. Say Melbourne. Geelong. It's Eagles. Round 13. Marvel, both teams. Doggies play well. Say give that to the Doggies. Last year was a draw at Adelaide between these two sides. And I reckon the Lions beat the Crows by less than a goal at the Gabba. We'll tip the Lions beat the Crows. Sunday. Richmond won 2 games last year. One was against Sydney when they were undefeated. And also they beat the Crows. Say Sydney. Geelong against Suns at GMHBA same. Say Geelong. Oh, Giants against Power at Monaco. Jake Stringer. New team. I reckon he'll do alright this year for the Giants. He kicked a lot. Almost 40 goals for Essendon last year. North Melbourne against West Coast. 100 Oval. Oh, that's in was it Busselton? Down in the southwest of Perth. West Coast. They don't have to travel, or they are travelling, but I'll tell you what, an hour and a half southwest of Perth. Or big 2 rivals on Sunday night. Carlton against Essendon. Say Carlton. King's birthday. Last year, this is the game where Petrarca got injured and missed the whole after King's birthday game. He didn't play again of that injury that he had. This is going to be an interesting game. Tip Melbourne. They did their midfield to fire, and the Dockers and St Kilda got the bye. After round 13, top 8: Lions, Hawks, Melbourne, Sydney, Collingwood, Geelong, Carlton, Freo, Giants, Power, Crows, Suns. In the bottom, we've got Richmond 1 win, Essendon 3 wins, North Melbourne 3 wins, Eagles 4 wins, Saints 4, Doggies 5. Okay, let's tip my teams for round 14. That's going to be a good game. St Kilda. Hawthorn should do it against the Crows. Lions. Giants did beat the Lions at the Gabba last year. But then in the semi-final of last year, the Lions were trailing the Giants by 46 points I think it was, or 40 something points in the third quarter, and then somehow they steamrolled the Giants in the last quarter, and history says it, they won last year's grand final. Tip Lions. Essendon, say Geelong beat Essendon. Kings against Freo, Optus Stadium. That's the 2 weeks that North Melbourne play their home games in Western Australia. Last week was Southwest of Perth, or the previous round. Now this week they play Optus Stadium. Tip Freo to beat North Melbourne at away game at Optus Stadium in Western Australia. Oh, that's going to be a good one. Say Power. And another game at Optus Stadium for that week. There's going to be 2 games at Optus Stadium on Saturday 14th of June and Sunday 15th. Oh, Eagles and Carlton. Say Carlton. It depends if injuries will play a big part. If there's injuries in McKay, Curnow, that could change the game. But unknown. Alright, round 15. Thursday night, Freo. They got 2 home games in a row. Get 2 wins if they can. GM HBA same. Say Geelong to beat the Lions. Carlton against Kangas. Yep. Okay. Power against Sydney LL. Say Power. Collingwood Saints. Tip Goods at Marvel. Saints home. Can't go against Collingwood. Giants against Suns. Say Giants. Bulldogs to beat Richmond. 4 teams is bye. Crows, Hawks, Melbourne and West Coast Eagles. Alright, let's get to the next round. Round 16. Collingwood should beat West Coast at home. Oh yeah, because they don't have what days at this stage, just says Sunday. But as we get closer to the season, they'll change and select who plays Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday respectively. Will be dictated by what team's on the ladder position. Hawthorn against North in Tasmania. Richmond, they did beat the Crows Adelaide over last year. I'm expecting Crows to be improving from last season to the Crows. Sydney Doggies, say Swans. Suns against Melbourne, I'm going to say the Suns. Power against Carlton Adelaide, say Power. Losing Matt Always, and they're relying on Durden and Motlop to score goals. They're small forwards if Turner McKay doesn't score. And the last game, Optus Stadium, expect Freo to win that game. Round 17, so recapping the ladder. 12 wins, Hawthorn, Lions 11. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams on 10 wins. Range from Collingwood, Freo, Geelong, Melbourne, Sydney, Carlton on 9 wins. The Power also on 9 wins, and the Giants on 8, and the Crows, Suns on 7 wins. Let's go to round 14. The Gabba. Brisbane to beat the Power. Oh, local. 2 rivals, Collingwood versus Carlton at the MCG. Be a packed house, I reckon. Say Carlton. Marble. And Gold Coast win back-to-back marble games against Essendon. Say Essendon. Geelong should beat Richmond. That'll be a close game. Say Doggies. Expect Hawks. Swans to beat Freo. This will be a close game. Ali does well against Melbourne, but Melbourne beat them last year and get around. I'll tip Ali home side. Up to Stadium. I'm on West Coast. Round 18. Carlton is Brisbane. Say Carlton. Say Melbourne over North. Essendon to beat Richmond. Saints. Oh, I'll take a punt. Secular. There will be some games where no one expects Saints to win. They'll win. Cross line. Tactician. Mars, same again. I expect Bulldogs to win this game. Gold Coast against Collingwood. Gold Coast beat Collingwood there last year. They'll do it again. Geelong, say Giants at home. Power against West Coast. Yeah, the Power. Up the Stadium. Expectations are high on Hawthorn this year. Can they handle it? The hot ball team? Say Freo at home. Round 19. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rounds left. Gabba. Say Brisbane. Carlton and Melbourne. It's going to be a close one. Say Melbourne. Collingwood against Freo. I'll say Collingwood. Essendon against Giants. Take a punt. Essendon. Geelong against SGMBA Stadium. Say Geelong. Hawks to beat Power at Tasmania. Swans beat the Roos. Say Adelaide to beat the Suns at home. West Coast beat Richmond at home. So after round 19, we got Hawks on 14 wins, Brisbane on 13 wins, Geelong, Melbourne, Sydney on 12 wins, followed by Carlton, Collingwood, Freo on 11 wins, Power on 10 wins, and the Crows on 9, plus the Giants on 9. Say Essendon to beat Doggies. Give the points Hawthorn over Carlton. North and Geelong. Say Geelong. Richmond against Collingwood. Saints Melbourne. Say Melbourne. Suns against Lions. Due clash derby. Respect Lions. Giants against Swans. Battle the bridge. Say Giants. It's that energy same. Crows against Power. Earlier I gave Port 1 win, so I'll give the Crows their 1 win in the showdown. I expect Freo to beat West Coast. Round 21. Collingwood against Lions. Say Collingwood at the G. GMHBA Stadium. Geelong beat Power. Melbourne against West Coast, say Melbourne. St Kilda against North at Miles, say Saints. Bulldogs against Giants, good rival these two sides. Doggies. Swans against Essendon, yep, Sydney. Suns, Hardwick against his old team, or lots of those experienced players, including Rioli moving to Gold Coast, say Gold Coast. Adelaide against Hawks, Hawthorn demolished Adelaide twice last year, say Hawthorn. Freo against Cowan, as in WA. Fremantle, I reckon they're going to be alright. They got a good recruit of Bolton, and they got like Sarong and Brayshaw in the midfield. Let's say Dockers. Round 22, the third to last round. Brisbane to beat Swans at the Gabba. Say Cowan to beat Gold Coast at Marvel. Geelong Essendon in Geelong. Say Geelong. Give it to Hawthorn over Collingwood at the G. Melbourne against Doggies, I say Melbourne. Richmond against Saints, say Saints. Giants against North at Monica, say Giants. And, or second last game, Power against Freo, say Power. Oh, this will be an interesting game. Adelaide did win a lot. Was it last year or it was the year before that against West Coast? I know Adelaide beat West Coast by like 40 or 50 points from memory last year. So the Crows. Round 23, the second last round of season 2025. Carlton to beat the Power. Essendon, Saints, say Saints. Hawthorn, Melbourne. Give it to Melbourne. North Melbourne against Richmond, Tasmanian Ninja Stadium. The Kangas. Doggies against Eagles. Doggies. Sydney against Sydney at home. Or say the Giants away. Crows against Collingwood. Crows are due to eventually beat Collingwood. So yeah, Adelaide. Freo against Brisbane at the Optus Stadium. Say Freo. Okay, it's the last round. Let's see the ladder prediction. After round 23, Hawthorn on 17 wins. Melbourne on 16 wins. Brisbane, Geelong both on 15 wins. That's the top four. Freo, Sydney on 14 wins. Carlton, Collingwood on 13 wins. Adelaide's on 12 wins. Adelaide need to rely on Collingwood and Carlton to lose their games, and now they need to win the last game. And also, the Giants are also on 12 wins. They got Port on 11, Doggies 11, Gold Coast 9 wins, Saints on 9, Essendon, West Coast 6 wins, North Melbourne on 4, Richmond on 1. Richmond will take that, given that they own part of the Whitlock trade in last year's draft. North Melbourne gave their future first. Basically, Richmond owns North Melbourne's 2025 first rounder. So, based on this ladder position, Richmond have pick 1 and they own North Melbourne's pick 2. Anyways, let's go to the last round. Round 24. Brisbane against Hawks at the Gabba. Say Brisbane. Collingwood and S are Melbourne. Say Collingwood. Say Counter beat Essendon. Marble. Oh, I don't know. This one will be hard. Say Adelaide. Geelong to beat Richmond. Say Marbles. Say Doggies. Say Giants. The Power should beat Gold Coast at home. And Sydney to beat West Coast. Therefore, my top 8 is Hawthorn, Brisbane, Geelong, Melbourne, Sydney, Carlton, Collingwood, Freo sneak in. And team that finished the dreaded 9th is Adelaide, Giants on 13 wins and Power on 12, plus the Doggies. So, Port Hinkley will be having a new coach next year with Josh Carr. Based on this, Nix will be under pressure if the Crows don't make the finals 2025. Like, he hasn't made the finals. I think this is Nix's 6th year. And Great Beveridge, Premiership coach for the Doggies at 2016, is also out of contract. So it'll be interesting to see if there'll be some changes or not. The coachings. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's get to finals. Hawthorn against Melbourne, say that's MCG. To the Hawks. Sydney and Freo at the SCG, 5th versus 8. Swans, Carlton Collingwood. Jeez, you can just flip a coin. I will say Collingwood, because that will be at the MCG, and that's more what Collingwood's home. Brisbane, Geelong at the Gabba. Say Brisbane. Next round. Okay, we got Melbourne against Swans at the G. Say Melbourne. Geelong against Collingwood. You assume it won't be at GMHBA Stadium. It will be at Geelong. I'll tip Collingwood. Preliminary final. Hawthorn, Collingwood, and Brisbane against Melbourne at the Gabba. That will be good. Hot ball. Could be hot ball and the Lions grand final. Oh, 1 versus 2. It's at the MCG. Brisbane did win last year at the MCG, but they beat Sydney. Now this time there's going to be a Victorian team that knows how to play the ground. I announced my premiers or Premiership side for season 2025 to be Hawthorn, and the Wizard Watson will kick a few goals on grand final day, with Will Day getting 28 possession and winning best on ground and Norm Smith medal. Okay, that's my season predictor for 2025. Hawthorn to beat Brisbane Lions in the 2025 AFL Grand Final. Thanks for watching my video. If you would like my latest AFL content, please subscribe to my channel. Alright, have a good day. See ya.